Hello everyone, it's Lauren from the Jewels and Tattoos, and I just wanted to show you what I'm having for lunch and also talk to you a little bit about something that I found yesterday, which was a little bit concerning, I guess is the right word. So firstly, this is what I'm eating. It's spicy rice and refried beans with a little bit of salad on the side. The refried beans, I didn't make them myself. They were by Pacific, and they're just refried organic pinto beans with a little bit of seasonings in them and very little salt, which is nice. Got them when I was at Whole Foods in Ottawa, so that was fun. And the rice is organic Lindenberg basmati, which I've mixed with a little bit of Herde salsa and taco seasoning. It's actually really good. Sometimes I'll actually make that a lot, and I'll put beans in it occasionally or corn. It's really quite nice. And the greens are just baby salad mix with a little bit of lemon dressing. So yeah, nice and simple, and it's good. It's really nice on a day like today because it's so cold. I'm in Montreal, so the temperatures drop quite low, and it's nice in my apartment. As you can see, I'm wearing a tank top. I have the thermostat up to 21, so living cozily in here at least, but I haven't gone outside. I'll have to go out later because if I stay inside all day, I get super cranky. I'm trying to avoid that. It's my rest day though, so I don't have to go to the gym, which is good because I woke up today and I felt really run down and my muscles are still kind of sore. Because I had done quite a few lifting days back to back since getting back from Ottawa. I don't usually do that. Usually I try to leave a day in between for my muscles to repair. Sorry, my cat is meowing, so if you hear meows in the background, that's her. I don't really know what she wants, but I don't know, it's been like 2 hours of this already. Yeah, I might have to go work somewhere else if she continues. But anyways, random. The thing that I wanted to talk about was difficulty feeling satiated on the Starch Solution. I haven't had this problem with the diet for yesterday. I had this where I did 80-10-10 though. I did 80-10-10 for about 6 months last year. I started in September and I went until about the spring. And I stopped for a few reasons, mostly because of lack of results and even a decrease of my fitness ability. I'm really into lifting, I like to lift heavy, and for me it was really getting frustrating because the friend who I went with to the gym, when we'd started, I was at a higher level in terms of what I could lift, and she was at a bit of a lower level because she never lifted before. But then the more I got into the 80-10-10 and the longer I was doing it for, my level was going down and her level was going up. So by the time I was done 80-10-10, we were at the same level, and that was, it's kind of, I don't know if embarrassing is the right word, but I was doing training in Ottawa to become a personal trainer, and it's something that I want to excel in, and I wasn't excelling anymore, I was getting worse. So I had to stop it, and I went back to regular veganism for a while, and then I was just vegetarian, but now here we are, and I've been following the high carb Starch Solution lifestyle since November 22nd is when I started to transition. So it's been about 2.5 weeks now. Yeah, so as you know, if you read my blog, I went home to Ottawa from the Monday until the Wednesday this week. And while I was at home, I was eating a lot of restaurant food, and my mom is vegan too, so she stocks the house with a lot of nice goodies. So I had some dark chocolate. I was eating jewel dates with peanut butter, and I was still high carb, but not as high carb as I could have been. In contrast, I was eating a lot of fat, and we went out for food. We went out to this Ethiopian place, which I'm sure was relatively okay in terms of the amount of fat they were putting in the food. It was very nice. It was the injera made with teff flour and lentil curry, stuff like that. And I went out for sushi with my dad, and I got rolls with avocado and deep fried sweet potato and stuff, and it was so good. But I probably could have been a little bit more healthy. But at that point, I just spent, I don't know. I'd spent the entire visit kind of off the bandwagon, so I just stayed off the bandwagon. I don't know. And Oh, and also my mom and I had gone for lunch at this place in Ottawa called the Green Door, which is really nice vegetarian buffet setup place. But they seem to use a lot of oil and stuff. So, anyway, so I'd been eating stuff that wasn't really following the Starch Solution, which was, I probably could have been better, but whatever. Yeah, so then I came back, and on Thursday night I went to go see my friend, and she made us dinner, which was really lovely. But once again, it wasn't really, it was vegan. Like, the vegan part is always the most important thing to me. As long as I'm following that, I don't know, I can't get too upset with myself. So, but anyways, my friend had made us this really nice, like, Asian inspired dinner. She'd gone to, apparently there's a really cheap grocery store near Côte des Neiges. So she had got like dumplings and like these sesame balls, and she'd fried up some bok choy in a ginger sauce. But like once again, a lot of oil. So yeah, and so then yesterday rolled around, the Friday, and I was having a really hard time just feeling satisfied by what I was eating. And I was following the Starch Solution right on the nose. Like I was just doing everything I was supposed to be doing. But I just felt like I had to keep eating more and more. Like I didn't really, I'd be full, but I wouldn't feel satisfied by what I was eating. And it just felt like, it was very strange. I remember having this problem with 80-10-10 too, though. Just didn't really matter what I ate, just not really feeling great afterwards in terms of um, being done eating and not craving anything else. So I'm gonna try to figure out why that is and try to remedy that this week coming up. I think that maybe the problem was a lack of, I don't know, a lack of different types of meals. I've been kind of eating the same thing over and over. I have a lot of beans and rice and salad, and although I love that, it's just going to be kind of repetitive. I know that Dr. McDougall talks in the Starch Solution about how it's easier to stick to the diet and eat less if you kind of bore yourself with the food. And he doesn't use the exact words, but just very repetitive in terms of what you're eating, so you naturally eat less because you're not excited about what you're eating. But I actually find the opposite is true. I find that if I'm bored, I kind of just keep eating and end up consuming way more than I would have if I had been making recipes that I was actually excited about. Yeah, so be good though, be motivation to try to do some recipe videos and stuff. And I'm working on a breakfast recipe video for you guys. I just need to try to tweak the ratios a bit for the spices. I'm not entirely happy with it yet, so hopefully by Monday I'll have that up. I have also a term paper due on Wednesday, which I'm working on, so it's nice to have a little bit of a study break and not have to think so much about school. Anyways, so I don't want this to get like totally cold, so I should go eat my food, try to be happy about my food, and then not eat my entire cupboards afterwards. So yeah, so I'll see you guys soon. Bye.